Don't be racist. If you don't want to hear conversations about race, just don't be racist, man. Bill Maher was upset that in the new show Bel Air, that it's a spinoff of a once funny show that lightly tackled issues, and to now it's a serious show that's pushing a racial agenda. Do I think that's true? Yes. But do I think it's okay? Yes, because our shows reflect our society. If you take the Fresh Prince of Bel Air versus Bel Air, that was a time where, we were more blind to some of the more subtle racism that we were dealing with. We were not as woke. And I don't mean woke in this new way, but we're just not as in touch with some of the issues that were actually affecting us. I feel like back in the 90s, you were still chasing rightness, instead of choosing the best path for you. The idea was you go to school, you get a good education, and that's how you make it in life. Not that you can just step out here and be an influencer. You can be a podcaster. We weren't promoting athleticism and entertainment stuff, in all of our homes. Those are careers that were looked down upon. And not to say that we're still pushing those same careers, but there's a different approach to looking at them. It's like, oh, I mean, this is real, something that you can do, and you're still respected for it. But you got to have some audacity as a white man to try to tell somebody, hey, man, you're going to redo this show. I'm going to have nothing to do with it. And I don't like how you're doing it. Well, don't watch it. Easy. Just don't watch it. Don't watch it because it's somebody who grew up watching Fresh Prince and is now grown and is watching Bel Air. I really like Bel Air. I think it's a really good show. Honestly, I think it's way more realistic than Fresh Prince. Because no way in hell does somebody go across the country because they got into a fight. But then you see how they painted the picture of what Will did. No, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yes, the powerful rich uncle pulls some strings, and then we get him up out of here, but we got to put him in Philly. So, I mean, we got to put him in LA. So, he's safe. He's really safe. But again, if you're tired of hearing about the racial stuff, then don't listen. Then you have the instances where Uncle Phil is running his DA campaign, and he's trying to be moderate. His people are telling him to be moderate, but then they're like, "Hey, like the polls are showing, he's not reaching black people." Because so often, the black people that get to be heard are the ones with the money and the status. But those with the money and the status, they're so far removed from the people living the true black experience. The blue collar black experience, that they they are living their own life, right? They're living their own reality, and they're speaking about theories and stuff, but they're not speaking lived experience, current lived experience. So finally, Uncle Phil takes the approach. He goes, "I'm not, yeah, no, bro. Like, hold on. I'm gonna do some stuff. I'm gonna meet with the people. Oh, I'm gonna say some stuff that's gonna upset some people. Hey, police chief, I know you're my guy. Our kids grew up together. Our wives, RP to yours. She and my wife are sorority sisters, but nah, bro. I stand on defund the police because why? Y'all got too much money, and y'all could use that money. We could use that money elsewhere. And for you all, defund the police does not mean take actual like actually totally defund them. It just means rearrange funds, uh, redistribute funds, because there's a lot of money that goes to policing and certain things that may not be necessary for policing. That's all defund the police means. But they say defund the police, so it sounds super, super extreme, and it's not nearly as extreme.